What if I told you therapy isn't really about fixing people? What if the greatest thing a therapist can give you isn't advice, isn't coping skills, and isn't even healing? What if it's something far more valuable? Space. Most people think therapy is about talking through problems and managing anxiety and depression. Those things absolutely matter. But I believe therapy is something much more deeper. In fact, the word psychology comes from the Greek word psyche, which originally meant the soul. Somewhere along the way, psychology became almost exclusively about thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. Those are incredibly important, but I think we forgot something: the person behind them. Every one of us carries stories. I'm not enough. I'll always be anxious. I'll never find love. This is just who I am. Over time, those stories become walls, and those walls become our worlds. The beautiful thing about therapy isn't that someone tells you what to do, it's that someone creates enough space for those walls to open, because something incredible lives inside of space: possibility. When your mind isn't crowded by fear, when your heart isn't consumed by shame, when you finally feel safe enough to be honest, you begin to see possibilities that were invisible before. New choices, new relationships, new ways of thinking, even a new version of yourself. As a therapist, I don't believe my primary job is to give people answers. My first responsibility is to create space: space for safety, and space for exploration. Space allows curiosity. Curiosity creates awareness. Awareness creates choice, and choice changes lives. I want my teleoffice to be one of those few places in the world where you don't have to pretend, where you don't have to perform, where you can lay down the weight you've been carrying and simply be human. Whether you're struggling with anxiety, relationship issues, trauma, or you're doing well and simply want to become the highest version of yourself, my hope is always the same: that you leave seeing more possibilities than you had when you walked in. People often ask me why therapy is worth the investment. Here's my answer: because possibility is priceless. And therapy creates the space where possibilities can finally breathe. At my very best, you don't just leave feeling better, you leave thinking differently, seeing differently, living differently. Even if your life is already good, you see higher vibrations, higher realms for you to exist, for you to live. My hope is that every conversation is a step to elevation. So I leave you with one question: who would you become if you gave yourself the space to discover what's possible? If this message resonates with you, like and subscribe for more conversations on psychology, healing, performance, relationships, and living a more intentional life. If you need space to explore possibilities, see the link in the description.